right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Judge Lal, and we're going to proceed with our first appearance calendar for misdemeanor cases. This is called the Expedited Accusation Case Calendar. Cases in which individuals were recently arrested and booked at the Fulton County Jail. Your cases have now been formally accused by the Solicitor General of Fulton County. When I address your matter, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. All right, ACDC, who do we have first?
We have position number 26, Ms. Slater.
All right. Dayton Ariel Slater is accused of battery of a particular nature. We're going to waive sounding on that case, 26 CR 1462A. Ms. Slater, you've been advised of your rights, and your counsel is going to be, who is it? Mr. Murphy, is that your client?
No, Mr. Murphy, the client is
No, Judge, I've got Farley, inmate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which attorney represents Ms. Slater?
I believe it is PD Cyrus. He should be coming in very shortly.
Okay. All right. Debbie, let's hold off on Ms. Slater. Can we take another case at ACDC? Ms.
Yes.
Kim, do you represent anyone?
Not anyone at HCC. All the people at HCC is represented by PD Cyrus.
All right. So hang on, Deputy.
We have a conflict.
Okay, that sounds good.
You were the conflict, right? You talked to Ms. McLeod. This is position number 28, Ms. Trailer.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Trailer is my client.
All right. Go to 28. Tanika Trailer is accused of simple battery family violence from March 4th of 2026, case 26 CR 1466L. Ms. Trailer, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. McLeod. Ms. Harvey, any priors?
No, Your Honor. First arrest. Recommendation is a UJR.
Okay. Ms. What name was Evans Battle?
Yes, Judge, for some reason, I don't see Mr. Sirocco on the Zoom, and that is his case. So
Let's check the waiting room. I know the calendar got published a little late, so would the host tell me if Mr. Sirocco or Ms. Sellers are on the
no one
in the
is
waiting room? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Gosh. Well, Ms. McLeod, I'll wait on Mr. Sirocco, but what's your recommendation?
My recommendation is a UGR, Your Honor. So a pretrial is fine at level 1. My client and the cross defendant, they're married. And my client tells me she was the one who approached the police just for some help. She just wanted to do this. So she puts it for some advice. She did not expect that herself or her husband would have been arrested. It turns out they were both arrested. So she was pretty distraught about that because she tells me that she has absolutely no issues with her husband. She does want to have contact with him. Apparently they had an argument about laundry or something like that, something rather minor. Couples do sometimes have arguments, Your Honor. But she tells me she definitely wishes to have contact with her husband. And I believe that a signature bond would be appropriate.
Oh, I don't think the subject of laundry is a minor matter. As far as I'm concerned, my husband's banned from ever touching laundry. So, all right.
we did have a recommendation for a $2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. No further violent contact with Mr. McKenzie.
Yeah.
Alcohol, drugs, and weapons.
Okay. I'm going to say
we're okay with that, Your Honor.
All right. 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services, level 1. which means, Ms. Trailer, you can sign up for your bond. You won't have to pay for it today, but you will have to report to pretrial services once a month. While you are out on pretrial, make sure we have your current address, and you are not to consume any illegal drugs and not possess or own any firearms. You are to have no violent contact with Mr. Martin, Mr. Mackenzie. That means no future visible, no physical altercations and no verbal altercations. If he wants to do the laundry, let him do it. Just make sure none of your stuff's in it.
Okay.
But your next court date will be sent to your current address. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Let's see now. I saw Mr. Mirzajudin enter the Zoom, and good afternoon, sir. And still waiting on Mr. Scaraco.
He is having difficulty. If it's a case that he has, I'll do the best I can to locate it.
Okay. Who do we have at ACDC?
We can go back to 26, Ms. Slater.
Okay.
Mr. Mirzajudin, do you represent Ms. Slater?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Slater has been advised of her charges. It is wave sounding on the charge 26 CR 1462A. And Ms. Harvey, any priors?
One, Your Honor, out of Louisiana from 2017 for 2 counts of burglary. There was no disposition on the case. Nothing
Okay.
further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Bell?
Yes, I know the court's had an opportunity to review and read the warrant in this particular case. The state is concerned that after this incident occurred, we have a new report that Ms. Slater contacted, reached out to the victim in the case, indicating that as the way I see it, as a method of intimidating her as a witness in the case through a Facebook. As you recall, this incident happened as a result of interaction between her and Mr. Knight out of Facebook. There is also follow-up investigation in whether or not that this was a situation where what happened ultimately, what happened in regards to Mr. Knight and those charges, that this was part of a facilitation of that. So we are looking to actually transfer this to the felony division to as a co-defendant in the other case. At this time, based on the charge and her history, we're asking for a $5,000 surety bond, that she have no further contact with the victim, and that she also not have any contact with Mr. Earl Knight, who we allege may be a co-defendant in this particular case. And I
But he
believe
hasn't been arrested yet, correct?
I know that I think I thought he had been arrested actually.
On this calendar?
No, he's charged
Okay,
with,
I know.
you see what
Okay.
he's charged with.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Okay. And so, so we're asking that she has no further contact with him as well. And, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mirzajudin?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Slater is 27 years old. She's been living here in Georgia since 2020, so for the past 6 years. She does reside at the incident location. However, that is her residence, which she sometimes rents out, but it is hers and hers alone. She doesn't share it with Mr. Knight or any other person, Your Honor, but she does have an alternate address as well. It belongs to her father in Loganville. She's also a mother to a 3-year-old son that she has full custody of and takes care of, Your Honor, when she's not working. She works at the RNN group, which I understand that she's told me works in some form of bankruptcy and verifying income of clients of that particular business, Your Honor. She's also a high school graduate, has her esthetician license, and is in school right now to be a surgical technician to help set up the machines and make sure that everything is ready in an operating room before someone goes in for surgery. She's doing that online and is expected to graduate in January of 2027, Your Honor.
Is she on the lease at that Peachtree location?
Yes, Your Honor. I understand she owns it. I'm not sure that it's a lease.
Okay, and is Mr. Knight a co-owner or?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Knight has nothing to do with that location.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Musarjidin?
Just that for Miss Slater's part, she does not know this alleged victim, Your Honor. She has no problem with the no contact, no problem with the stay away, as well as with Mr. Knight. There may be some relationship, not a romantic relationship, but some sort of relationship there. But it's not going to be a problem for her to stay away and have no contact with Mr. Knight as well. Your Honor, we just ask that she be granted a bond here. We understand what's in the allegation at this point in time, but those are still allegations. We understand the state has mentioned that they would like to see if it can be upgraded. At this point in time, it's still a misdemeanor case. And so we would just ask for Ms. Slater to receive a signature bond if that is available to her. And if not, a bond not to exceed $1,000 surety.
It's a $10,000 surety, no further contact with Arion Miles, and no further contact with Earl Knight. If she returns to the Peachtree Street location, she's not allowed to have Mr. Knight or anyone under the age of 17 years old in that property. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And her next court date is going to be March 19th. Thank you.
And Your Honor, as far as the not allowing anyone under the age of 17, would that apply to her son, who is, I believe, 11 years old, or sorry, 3 years old, her own son?
I have no indication that there were minor children at the property. That's why I was asking whether she owns or leases the property.
Well,
There
Your
wasn't any-
Honor, how I found out that she had a child was the message that she sent to the victim in this case indicated that the victim was keeping her from her 3-year-old child. So I guess she does have a child. I don't know who's taking care of it right now, but that was part of the information we received.
Since the incident location is also the alleged incident of a felony crime, I think it would be best if the child goes and lives with the grandfather. Thank you. Next case?
Position number 33, Ms. Williamson.
Yes, sir.
Miss Williamson, Kirsten Tarai, is that correct? Kirsten Tarai or Mary?
Mary.
Okay. Mary Margaret Williamson is accused of theft by taking in the 4th degree, theft by taking, forgery in the 4th degree, 2 counts, and theft by taking. So that's a total of 4 charges, 2 counts of theft by taking, 2 counts of forgery in the 4th degree from June 8th, 2025. Ms. Williamson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Musarjidin. Any priors, Ms. Sahari?
11 out of Georgia, 7 out of the state of Florida. The last arrest was February 18, 2026, out of Coweta County for 4 counts of forgery. She does appear to be on probation for that case. She was sentenced to 12 months probation. In addition, there are convictions from 2019 for financial identity fraud, forgery, and giving false name.
I'm sorry, did you say April 18th, 2025? Is that the year you intended?
February 18th, 2026.
No, it can't be because we're only in March of 2026.
Oh, that's when she was convicted, Judge. She was convicted less than 10 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
On April 18th or February 18th?
February.
February 18th. Okay, that makes more sense.
She was
Okay.
convicted February 26th of 2026 to 12 months probation.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All
Out-
right, and yeah, go ahead.
Okay. 2019 financial identity fraud and forgery in the 1st degree. Out of Florida, 2009 grand theft and fraud, and 2007 fraud conviction as well out of Florida. 1 FTA from 2019 and nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Scirocco, yes, welcome. Yes, sir. What's your recommendation for Miss Williamson?
Thank you, Judge, and apologies for the delay. For Miss Williamson, the state's recommendation, she also has a robust history of theft out of Florida as well, including felonies. We're recommending $4,000 total surety, given the risk, danger to property in the community, $1,000 on each count. Stay away from the Chevron that is at 4891 Roosevelt Highway in South Fulton, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond.
Mr. Marsajidin?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Williamson is 64 years old and a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. Your Honor, she has a good address in Greenville, Georgia. Your Honor, she also has an adult son who lives in Texas. She is a high school graduate with some college under her belt, but she made her money prior to her retirement as a painter and artist. Your Honor, owned her own business up until just about 2 years ago. When she retired, she now receives Social Security as her sole income, Your Honor. We understand that Ms. Williamson has some history, Your Honor. We would just ask that she be given a signature bond and pretrial supervision. She'll be able to comply with that, Your Honor. Failing that, we would ask that the bond not exceed the state's recommendation of 4,000 surety bond.
All right, 1,000 on each count. That's a surety, total of 4,000 surety bond. No further contact with Sheikh Rahman. I guess he's an employee at the Chevron gas station. No contact with Synovus Banks, whether it is in person or online or through mail or email. And she's to stay away from the Chevron gas station at 4891 Roosevelt Highway. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is March 19th. Thank you.
Next, we have position number 30, Ms. Wheeler.
Jada Wheeler is accused of criminal trespass and misdemeanor possession of marijuana less than 1 ounce, 26 CR 1398G. Ms. Wheeler, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Mazarjadin. Any priors?
20 out of Georgia, 9 out of the state of Texas. Last arrest was in Texas, February 17, 2025, for theft of property. An open case out of DeKalb County for battery. 2019 conviction for disorderly conduct. 2024 harassment out of Texas. And 2025 theft of property out of Texas. LTAs from 2021 and 2022. Nothing further.
21 and 22. Okay. Miss Evans Battle, or would you be able to address this?
This is not my case, Judge. Ms. Evans Battle, do you have anything on this case? This
For
was
Wheeler?
It was
Yes,
reset. It looks like.
Jada Wheeler. She was a medical reset from Wednesday and a reset from Monday. So this is her third time on the calendar.
From Monday. What day was that? The 2nd?
The 2nd, the 4th, and now the 6th. She's got FTAs at the present time, and she's got a probation violation. I can move on to Mr. Marsajudin while you look it up.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Marsajudin?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Wheeler is 28 years old. She's been living here in Georgia for the past 12 years, Your Honor. She does have a good address here in the city at Springdale Place that belongs to a friend, but she is able to stay there, receive mail there, Your Honor. So she does have a good address at this point in time, although she has previously struggled with having stable housing, Your Honor. She is a high school graduate, Your Honor, and is currently looking for work due to a recent incarceration, Your Honor. We understand she has some holds, so she's going to be waiting on that for her ultimate release. But we would ask, Your Honor, for this trespass and misdemeanor marijuana charges, she be given a signature bond on these 2 charges.
Okay. Mr. Evans Barrow, did you want to chime in?
Just she has the prior FTA, so we would ask for 1,000 surety as to each count, and no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
All right, on the criminal trespass, it's going to be 1,000. On the misdemeanor possession of marijuana, that's going to be 100. This is $1,100 surety bond. To stay away from model property. All of them until further order of the court. Next court date is March 19th. Thank you.
All right, let's get number 7, Ms. Copeland.
Okay. Are we concluded with ACDC?
No, Your Honor. I missed one, but I have to call Attorney Mujahideen about Meadows, position 21, and Shatisha Hill. She wants to waive her appearance. She did speak to the attorney, but she
She
don't.
didn't file a waiver. She didn't sign a waiver.
No, she did not. She did
Okay.
at the last minute.
Okay. All right. We will address those two shortly. Let me go to courtroom 2 and I'll come back to you. Okay. All right. This is for courtroom 2. Good afternoon. My name is Judge Law. We are going to be addressing each of your new cases that have been recently accused soon after you were booked in at the Fulton County Jail. When we address your cases, please remember that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you in the treatment of your case. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Janelle Oriel Copeland, case 26CR1479Y, is accused of PI. We're going to waive sounding on that, and giving false information to a law enforcement officer. Incident date appears to be March 5th of this year. Ms. Copeland, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Misarjudin. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
2 cycles, Your Honor. Last arrest was March 12, 2020, out of Grady County for cruelty in the first degree. Appears to be on probation for that case. Sentenced September 21st, 2021 to 7 years confinement and 13 years probation. Recommendation is a level 2. Nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Ballard? I'm sorry, please unmute.
Yes, thank you, Judge. In reference to the facts of the case, our bond recommendation is $1,000 surety as to count 1 and $1,000 surety as to count 2, which makes for a $2,000 surety bond. Stay away from the Duncan Park location. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Mr. Misarjudin?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Copeland's 25 years old, lifelong resident of the state of Georgia, and also a mother to an 11-year-old son. He does live with her father, the child's grandfather, but she does visit with him regularly. Your Honor, she's also employed working for a Hampton Inn as a housekeeper. She's had that job since January, so 3 months now. Your Honor, she's a high school graduate as well. We would ask, Your Honor, in keeping with pretrial's recommendation that she be given a signature bond at level 2 under pretrial supervision.
On the on the PI charge, that's going to be $1,000 surety. On the giving false information, that's going to be $100 surety. This is a $1,100 surety bond. Next court date is March 19th, and she needs to stay 200 yards away from the Duncan Park. Thank you.
I'm sorry, help us that bond again?
1,000 on the PI charge and 100 on count 2. Surety. Next court date is March 19th.
All right, next we got number 32, Ms. Williams.
Kirsten Tarai Williams is accused of battery, family violence. And that would be 2 counts of battery, family violence and 2 counts of simple battery, family violence from December 5th, 2025. Accusation 26CR1490K. Ms. Williams, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
3 cycles. Last arrest was December 20th, 2025, out of Atlanta for driving while license suspended. Open case out of Fulton County under 25 PI 005578. Cruelty in the first degree and battery. Recommendation is a level 2. Nothing further.
Thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Thank you, Your Honor. As you recall, this was the beating of juvenile CW, dragging her out of the car while punching her in the face after a mother-daughter altercation, leaving a scratch and a red mark on her left eye. The victim's sibling corroborated the statements of the victim here. We have reached out multiple times to DFACS in this case, and still, as of yet, we don't have any more information from them on this. I'm not sure if they're having trouble finding it or what the issue is, but I would assume there is something active and present, especially with there being an existing cruelty to children against an 11-year-old under that 5578 case. All this gives us great cause for concern. We are recommending $7,000 total surety, 2,500 on each battery family violence, and 1,000 on each simple battery family violence. Recommending a parenting course for anger management classes. And without contact, currently the state's recommendation is no further contact with juvenile CW, as well as no drugs, weapons, or alcohol, Judge.
Miss Kim?
Your Honor, Miss Williams is 34 years old, born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. This happened December 5, 2025, and ever since then, they don't live together. The children are actually residing with grandmother, who is my client's mother, and they live at the separate address, which I can provide to the court. And my client is residing with her son's father, which is another place. So there is no need for any kind of stay away because they do not reside anymore. She has total of 4 children, and 11, 4, 13, and 14 years old. She graduated from high school, and then after that, she got tech school, Job Corps experience. Right now, she is working as a driver. However, her income is very low since it is a part-time job. She is qualified for public defender services, and we would like to request for signature on bond through pretrial level 2, and that's it, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, with who is who is she residing with?
My client is residing with her son's biological father.
And what's his name?
What's his name? Lee Bailey, Your Honor.
Is there a Lee Bailey on Zoom? Who is Jeremiah Price?
Judge, there were concerning allegations as well within the warrant regarding Mr. Bailey and abuse against the other sibling. Just thought I should mention that.
Who is Jeremiah Price?
Judge, I believe that's the juvenile in the other case.
That's the victim in
Presumably.
her felony case. And she's shaking her head? She doesn't know who it is?
Yeah.
Just Jeremiah Pierce. Who's Jeremiah Pierce?
Complete. But my client says that's not her children.
Who is Jeremiah Pierce? And what's that person's role in this family?
It was the case when I was in the police.
From my understanding, she has an 11-year-old, as stated, and the child, JP, there is 11 in the warrants for the felony case.
So Jeremiah Pierce is the other minor?
What is the minor?
Okay, I'm getting really concerned about this because I need to know who is Jeremiah Pierce. And so I guess I'll just have to look for the warrant. Because nobody's telling me anything.
It was a child that was fighting her children.
Okay. Anything else, Miss Kim?
She denies the allegation for both charges. She says that there's a video that she can prove that she's innocent from that case as well. Nothing further from defense.
Okay. The felony case is 25 PI 005578, and that involves a minor victim. This new case with 4 family violence charges involve 2 victims who are both minors. So on the battery family violence on each count is going to be 1,500. On the simple battery is going to be 1,000. This is going to be a $5,000 surety bond. No further contact with CW and her son, the 11-year-old. She is not to she's to undertake 4 parenting classes upon completing upon posting bond, and she would need to file her certificate of completion with the Fulton County Court. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and she is to stay away from the schools, the home where they share with the grandmother, and there's to be no visitation until further order of the court. Any questions?
Your Honor, actually, the 2 kids that are involved are 13 and 14 years old, and 11 years old has nothing to do with this case.
Whoever were the 2 kids in the vehicle in question.
Yeah, got it.
So that would be CW, and what's the initials for the other one? Let me look it up.
W, Your Honor. Both CW.
Mr. Scirocco, do you have the name of the other minor? Just the initials?
I am scanning for it, Judge. I want to make sure it's in here.
I know there were 2 minors in the vehicle from what I read.
There
So-
certainly were.
Mhm. 2 CWs, Your Honor.
They're both CW, male and female?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'll just go with CW then, but she needs to have no contact with both of them. Undergo the parenting class and stay away from wherever they go to school, wherever they reside. Hopefully they're residing with the grandmother because they're not allowed to reside with her. Thank you.
Your Honor, I may have just gotten the incident report in. Let me see if I can get the initials for you for the other child really quickly. It is CW.
Okay, thank you. Male and female.
Lady, you gonna wait there.
Next case?
29, Mr. Vasquez. Hey, Mr. Murphy, we trying to call you on the cell phone. You pick up?
Is this an interpreter case or are we good to go?
Good to go, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Kim. This is Luis Vasquez, accused of simple battery from March 4th of this year. 26 CR 1471B is the new case number. Mr. Vasquez, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. History 4 out of Georgia. Also has history out of the state of New York. Out of New York, a 2022 conviction for menacing with a weapon, 2016 grand larceny, and 2005 robbery. Out of Georgia, the last arrest was November 13th, 2024, out of Coweta County for sale of marijuana. Does appear to be on probation for that case, sentenced October 1st, 2025 to 2 years confinement and 8 years on probation. There is 1 FTA from 2024, as well as 2 holds. There's an FTA hold out of Cobb County and a hold out of Noonan, and nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Bell?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure if Ms. Khan is on here. But in this particular case, I believe this is a person that he did not know. So our bond recommendation for the simple battery is a $3,500 surety bond. Stay away from the location and no further contact with Ms. Khan, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. And this happened at 637 Creekside Way, Roswell is the location. Thank you.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. Vasquez is 37 years old. He was born in New York. He has been here in Georgia for about 4 years. He's currently married but separated with his wife. He has 7 minor children and 2 adult children, Your Honor. So it is very important for him to go out and make money to support his children. He completed GED and he went to college to study some of psychology. And then he also served at the Coast Guard from 2004 to 2005. Right now, he is part of accountability drug court right now. And so I was actually emailing back and forth with another PD, Hankins, who is overseeing the drug court. I probably this will be combined with that. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. He doesn't have any funds to pay for the bond at this point. We would like to request for signature on bond through pretrial level 3. Thank you.
So where did you say he lives?
I live in Roswell.
He does not live at incident location. So stay away and no contact is okay with him, Your Honor.
I know, but you're saying he moved here with 7 children. So where does he live?
He lives with his auntie. The address is at the Odyssey. I'm gonna look it up really quick, Your Honor.
I have homeless on the incident report, residentially challenged.
They did that purposely because that's in my paperwork. You can see what kind of.
Yeah, that was that mistake, I guess. He does have a residence address, Your Honor.
I do have a residence address in Odyssey for him.
Riverwood Lane?
Yes.
Okay. Bond is set at 1,500. It is a surety bond. No further contact with Shazia Khan. Stay away from the Creekside location in Roswell, Georgia. And next court date is March 19th, unless he bonds out. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Number 6, Mr. Cooley.
Ladarius Cooley is accused of simple battery from March 5th of this year, case 26 CR 1477J. Mr. Cooley, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Masarjadin or Miss Kim? I think it's Miss Kim? Okay. Any priors?
Six,
Oh, Mr. Masarjadin? Okay.
6 cycles, Your Honor. Last arrest was November 18th, 2024 out of Cobb County for a probation violation. Convictions from 2023 for simple battery, family violence, and battery family violence, and 2024 for simple battery. Also an FTA from 2023, and nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. We have a bond recommendation in this case for a $3,500 surety bond. Stay away from the location, no further contact with Thomas Downs, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. The victim as well, were able to reach out to him, and he just indicated that he didn't understand why he did this, and that he delivers supplies to apartments in the area. So he just wants to make sure that there's no further contact and he stay away from him. Excuse me.
All right. Well, was so go ahead, Mr. Massajuddin. I'm trying to figure out the stay away provisions.
Yes, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was on the phone with another client at ACDC. Which individual is this?
This is Mr. Ladarius Cooley, position
Cooley.
6, simple battery. Alleged victim is Thomas Davis.
Thank you, Your Honor. So Mr. Cooley is 27 years old, a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. He has a good address off Harlan Road. He resides there with his grandmother. He is a father that has 3 daughters, ages 5, 4, and 3 years old, all very young. And he has shared custody of them, sees them every week, more than just the weekends, Your Honor. He is employed as a barber, working at hair studios on the west side of the city. Your Honor, he's a high school graduate as well, Your Honor. And as far as the relationship between Mr. Cooley and the alleged victim, there is no relationship. They are complete strangers. Mr. Cooley will have no problem complying with the stay away and no contact or anything else regarding Mr. Cooley and the alleged victim. We would just ask at this time that he receive a signature bond if that's available to him. Otherwise, a bond not to exceed 1,000 surety.
Where does he work?
It is called Hair Studios.
And where is that located?
He was able to tell me on the west side of town. I don't have a specific.
Okay, nowhere near North Avenue or Ponce de Leon, correct?
No, You're on the west side of town.
Okay, bond is set at 2,000 surety. Next court date is March 19th. He doesn't qualify for a signature bond because of his probation violation and 2023 FTA under the law. No further contact with Thomas Davis, and he's to stay away from the location of 755 North Avenue and 725 Ponce de Leon Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you.
All right, number 9, Mr. Farley.
Samuel Farley is accused of obstruction of an officer from February 6th of this year, 26 CR 1416C. Mr. Farley, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Murphy, is that correct?
My case, Judge.
Okay. Any priors, Ms. Harvey?
Yes, Your Honor. One moment.
Judge, he's being held on a felony right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the case numbers for you. Okay, so 10 cycles. The last arrest was June 3rd, 2025, out of East Point for aggravated assault, robbery, home invasion, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. There are convictions from 2025 for driving, fleeing, or attempting to elude, 2025 simple battery and criminal trespass, and 2022 driving without a valid license. I am showing additional open cases out of Fulton County. Appears to be 6 additional open cases.
Okay.
Case numbers 26 PI 001195. That's possession of a prohibited item by an inmate. Case number 25 SC 005954. Armed robbery, aggravated assault, capital offenses. 25 PI 004998. Also, those are capital charges as well. 25 PI 004394, aggravated assault, armed robbery, home invasion, possession of a firearm. 25 PI 004393, armed robbery, aggravated assault, kidnapping, hijacking a motor vehicle, and 2 gang charges. 24 SC 002356, aggravated assault in an auto, theft by taking, and possession of a firearm. And nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, this is due to a prior criminal trespass warrant in consideration of all the charges that he have open and pending. We would be asking for a surety amount and $1,000. Stay away from the Exxon gas station, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Mr. Murphy, any objection?
Judge, was that for you, JR?
No, sir.
Okay, Judge, I'm sorry, if Ms. Evans Battle could repeat that, there was a
1,000 surety bond? Next court date's March 19th, and stay away from the Exxon gas station in question.
Judge, this is for Mr. Farley.
Samuel Farley, yes.
Judge, because I thought this was an incident
Sorry,
in jail of
I
February
don't have
6th.
a Farley. I thought you was the Isaiah the Fiera. I thought maybe
No, that's position 10. I'm talking about Samuel Farley. Are you Samuel Farley? Are you Samuel? Okay.
Your Honor, he was a reset from the other day. This is a case that happened at the jail.
Okay.
And when was it on the poll sheet today? I don't
Yes,
know.
it's on the poll sheet.
Can you see who accused it?
Hang on. I don't know. I can't tell who accused it
It was
except your
accused,
boss.
it was
But
accused the other day, Your Honor. This is a reset.
Yes,
this is the one where I had to appoint Mr. Murphy, and then we reset it for Mr. Murphy to appear today. And he's got 6 open felony cases and 10 arrest cycles. So I just need to know a bond recommendation. They're capital offenses, and any objection to $1,000 surety bond at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Murphy, anything else to add?
Nothing, Judge. He's being held on his stuff. No objection to $1,000 surety bond.
$1,000 surety bond. Next court date is March 19. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have.
All right, Mr. Murphy, thank you for being here. You have a great weekend.
All right, next we got number 13, Mr. Golson.
Brashad Golson is accused of PI from March 5th of this year. Case number is 26CR1495G. Mr. Golson, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Miss McLeod. Okay, thank you. Any prize, Miss Harvey?
7 out of Georgia and 1 out of the state of South Carolina. Out of South Carolina, 2018, possession of drugs. Last arrest was July 29, 2025, out of Irving County for a probation violation. Appears to be on probation out of Irving County for entering auto, theft by taking 4 counts and 3 counts of burglary. Sentenced April 15, 2021 to 10 years on probation. There's also probation for burglary, sale of marijuana, and 8 counts of theft by taking. Sentenced in 2021 to 10 years probation. Probation for possession of marijuana less than an ounce and possession of drug-related objects. And a 2018 conviction for possession of marijuana less than an ounce. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. McLeod, any objection to $1,000 surety, just like the cross-defendant?
No, Your Honor. I was hoping you could get a signature bond, but
No, not under
I'll
these
be
circumstances.
able to pay.
I hope he can.
The
Ms. Evans
$1,000.
Battle, any objection?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
$1,000 surety bond. Stay away from the Duncan Park. And I'm going to leave it at that. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Thank you. Next court date is March 19th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hills. All right, next we got number 16, Mr. Hills.
Your Honor, that concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, Ms. McLeod, you have a great weekend. Thank you.
Thank you. Same to you.
16, is that Deron Hills? Okay. Mr. Hills, you're accused of 2 counts of battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery family violence. Incident date is March 5th of this year. Accusation 26CR1496B. You've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Masajidin. And any priors?
First arrest, Your Honor, the recommendation was a UJR. Nothing
Thank
further.
you. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Judge. However, there is another open case, 26 PI 001808, criminal damage to property in the second. That is from September 29th of last year. It's against the same victim as here, Miss Shagregia Smith, for slashing her vehicle's tires and kicking and destroying a bunch of property in her home. The state's recommendation here, oh, excuse me, we did speak with Ms. Smith. She confirmed the events in the warrant. She said things haven't gotten physical, but he has damaged her property in the past. She said it was her belief that those charges had been dismissed because the defendant had just said he would repair the damages, but he never did. She has applied for a TPO. She wants to see if the defendant can be served in jail. She is asking for no further contact and a stay away, including no contact with her family members. They don't share children, but the victim does have two children of her own. The state's recommendation with that other open case and with this warranting a TPO is $5,000 total surety. We're recommending $2,000 on the battery family violence and $1,000 on the simple battery family violence, as well as FIB, no further contact with Ms. Smith or her family to include her children. Stay away from the 1064 Summerfield Way address in Atlanta, as well as no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Ms. Smith.
Shagaria Smith, if you are present, please unmute and start your video. Yes,
Hello?
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
yes. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Do you agree with what Mr. Scaraco just said?
Yes. As long as he just stay away and don't contact me at all, my family, my kids. Yeah.
You shall have no direct contact with Shagaria Smith.
Shagregoria.
Shagregoria. And this occurred on March 5th, 2026.
Yeah.
Why was there contact between the two of you?
Still
What?
back and forth.
No, there's no back and forth. I'm asking you, why was there contact on March 5th?
What you mean? Like, why did it happen?
Why is he in the same room with you?
We went out.
He's under a felony bond order to stay 200 yards away from you. He's not allowed to have any contact with you.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And why not?
Nobody told me.
You didn't
Nobody
contact
called. Nobody called me.
You did not contact the district attorney's office victim advocates division?
They called me, and I told them that he was just going to deal with the damages himself, and I guess it was dismissed. What I thought it was.
Why did you think it was?
Because when I talked to them, nothing further was said or done.
Did they say the case was dismissed?
They just hung up with me.
Did they say the case was dismissed?
No, they didn't.
Okay, thank you. Well, good luck with your application for a protective order. Mr. Mirsajudin, yes. What would you like to add?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hills is 35 years old. He's been living in Georgia since 2008. He has a good address in Conyers with his mother that he can reside at. That's not the incident address. Your Honor, we'll have no problem complying with a stay away order, Your Honor, as he's aware now that he's not to have any sort of contact with Ms. Smith in person or, through social media or text or phone call, anything like that, Your Honor. As long as this case and bond order remains open, Your Honor, he is a father to 3 children, ages 12, 10, and 7 years old. He visits them every weekend. None of them are by Miss Smith. They're all separate from her. He's a high school graduate, and as well, he's employed working for U.S. Foods as a driver, delivering, Your Honor. He does have the open case, Your Honor. It is still an unindicted case. Beyond that, he doesn't have any criminal history, is what I recall hearing. Your Honor, we would ask that he be given a UJR for this and comply with the stay away order. He can go under pretrial supervision as well, is something he can comply with.
Bond is going to be set on the battery family violence. On each count, that's going to be $1,000. And on the simple battery, that's going to be 500 each. Oh, excuse me, 500. So this is a total of 2,500. This is a cash bond. No further contact with Shagregoria Smith and her immediate family members. He is to stay away from the incident location, wherever she lives, wherever she works, wherever she happens to be. no illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. Next court date is March 19. Thank you.
Next 24, Mr. Rucker.
Rucker is Sean Jenkins Rucker. Case is 26 CR 1488C, accused of battery, family violence, simple battery, family violence, criminal trespass causing damage to property. That's 1, 2, 3. The other two charges is one more count of battery, family violence, and simple battery. So that's 5 misdemeanor charges from March 4th of 2026. Mr. Rucker, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
19 cycles total, Your Honor, multi-state offender. Last arrest was January 22nd, 2022 out of Kentucky for alcohol in a public place. There's a 2014 disorderly conduct and obstruction, 2016 obstruction. Out of Tennessee, a 2015 assault conviction, 1 FTA from 2018, and nothing further.
Thank you. So his last arrest was 2016?
2022 out of Kentucky.
Kentucky. Oh, that was the alcohol issue?
Correct.
Okay.
Was that charge alcohol intoxication in a public place? Is that what that was?
Yes, alcohol in a public place. Mhm.
The disposition for that was fugitive from justice. So not sure exactly what they did with that, but I did see as well, he did receive First Offender Act treatment for it was a theft by taking, it was an auto and family violence battery as well as cruelty to children. That was back from 2012. And with that domestic assault causing bodily harm conviction at Tennessee, it's clear he has an alcohol problem and also issues with violence given his prior DUI convictions and the prior batteries and whatnot. The state is recommending 5,500 total surety on this case, 2,000 on each battery family violence and 500 on the remaining charges of simple battery family violence, simple battery, and criminal trespass damage to property. No further contact with it's Miss Natalie Jenkins, and no further contact with the other victim's name is Shayla Jenkins. It's the defendant's mother and sister, respectively. And it's clear to me that this is also an alcohol-related incident, and that he came home intoxicated. So with those, we're recommending the surety amount, as I've stated, FFIB, ADET, no further contact with either individual. Stay away from the incident location, which is 912 Harbor Landing in Roswell. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol, and we would ask for random screens, Judge.
Okay. Natalie and Shayla Jenkins, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video. Natalie and Shayla Jenkins, I can't tell if they're on Zoom. I've got a couple of panels with no names on it. Okay, Ms. Kim?
Your Honor, my client says that his wife is on the Zoom.
What's her name? Nikki Rucker?
Yes, Nikki
All right.
Rucker.
All righty. Mrs. Rucker, if you would like to say anything on behalf of your spouse, please unmute and start your video. We can't hear you and we cannot see you. All right, until she chimes in, Ms. Kim, what's your response?
Yes, Mr. Rucker is 36 years old. He was born in New Jersey. He came to Georgia about 8 months ago. And Your Honor, he has 3 weeks old baby girl. And he graduated from high school. After that, he got an associate degree for criminal justice, and then he also became certified as an auto mechanic at trade school. And he is currently gainfully employed as a Roswell nursing dietary aide. However, his income is not high enough, so he's still qualified for public defender services, and he does not have enough funds to pay for the bond because baby is very expensive. And Your Honor, my client denies the allegation. He is okay to stay away from that sister's place, and he has another separate residence, and he prefers to have a no further violent contact. However, he does not object to no further contact either. We ask for a signature on bond through pretrial, no matter what level it is.
Last call for Nikki Rucker. Miss Rucker?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to say something about this case?
Yes. His mother that did the
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
yes.
912 Harbor Landing. Is that your home or the mother's home?
It's his sister's home.
Sister's home. And what would you like to tell me?
That his mother is currently in addiction. And when he came home that night, they had gotten into a disagreement, and his sister was, trying to break it up. And it escalated to more than what is being said it was.
The warrant
my
doesn't
husband,
indicate that you were there. Were you there?
yes, but I was in the room with the baby. We have a 2-week-old daughter.
Okay. I'm trying to see where it says that you were anywhere in the premises. Okay. All right. And what else?
And Sean has, we both have recently have been through a treatment service and everything. He's been working since he's been back in Georgia. We have a 2-week-old baby. I'm just asking for, a signature bond to get him home. We both won't reside at this address anymore once he's out. But he's not a violent person.
All right. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. On count 1, battery family violence, that's a $2,500 surety bond. On count 2 is 1,000. On count 3 is 1,000. Count 4 is 1,000, and count 5 is 1,000. And that's going to be a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. He's to have no further contact with Shayla Jenkins and Natalie Jenkins. He's also not to have any contact with Tommy Jackson. He's to stay away from 912 Harbor Landing in Roswell, Georgia. He's not allowed a one-time visit. If his wife can make sure that all their property and their child vacate the premises ASAP, he will update the court with his new residential address within 30 days of being released on his bond. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. He will report to pretrial twice a month. He will be subject to a random screen once a month, and that will be a mandatory random screen once a month for drugs and or illegal drugs and alcoholic beverages. Within 30 days of being released, he will enroll in a domestic violence intervention program. This is a series of 24 weeks of classes that he would need to enroll and undertake. He needs to complete all the classes at his expense. This will be a 12-month monitoring. This will be a 12-month monitoring by pretrial. And Mr. Rucker, as soon as you complete the classes, please make sure that your pretrial officer receives a copy of the certificate of completion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge, was this a complete signature bond or was it a split bond?
No, it's a 6,500 split bond, 2,500 surety for count one, and the remainder is $1,000 each for a signature bond for pre-trial.
Okay, just confirming. Thank you.
Yeah, 12 months monitoring, okay? Thank you. Next case?
You can go with position number 21, Ms. Meadows. Meadows, I'm sorry.
Precalian Meadows is accused of battery from March 4th of this year, case number 26 CR 1468H. Ms. Meadows, you've been advised of your rights. Was she there, Deputy Milton?
I'm sorry, this is.
Yeah. Oh,
Meadows
sorry,
is here.
another deputy, not Deputy Milton there. Okay, sorry. It was Deputy Milton before, sorry. All right,
Yeah, no, you're fine.
yes, I don't know if Miss Meadows was advised, but let me just go ahead and tell her. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say in open court, your statements can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, and representing you is going to be Mr. Cyrus Mirzajadin. Any priors, Miss Harvey?
Yes, Your Honor. 23 cycles total, multi-state offender. September 22nd, 2025 was the last arrest out of Clayton County for a probation violation. Does appear to have active probation out of Clayton County for possession of a Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance with intent to distribute and theft by receiving stolen property. Sentenced September 25th, 2022 to 4 years on probation. In addition, there's a 2024 conviction for battery out of Cobb County, riot in a penal institution, sale of marijuana and simple battery. Out of California, 2010, burglary, 2016, disorderly conduct, a probation violation from 2025, and nothing further.
Okay, and the probation violations in Georgia or California?
Georgia, Your Honor.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Ms. Evans-Barrow?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, we are asking for a bond, a surety bond in the amount of $5,000. This was at a location, I believe, for homeless, and the property manager is the victim in this particular case. We'd ask that she stay away from the victim, Ms. Moore, and that she stay away from the location, which I have as 775 Cheryl Lynn Lane in South Fulton. Ask for a social worker visit as well. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Was it 775 or 2725?
Well, I have 775. I'll have to go back and look.
Okay.
Sometimes when you cut and paste, it don't
Okay.
number.
Miss Moore, I don't recall her first name. If Camry Moore, okay. Miss Moore, are you the alleged victim in the Meadows case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you want to say anything, or did the prosecutor explain it all?
She explained it all.
Okay, then thank you very much. And by the way, was Miss Meadows a resident at the property at that time, or?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Mirzajadin?
Thank you, Your Honor. It is Mr. Meadows. Actually, they are transitioning or have transitioned. They're a
Okay.
trans man. Uses
All
him or him, he, him, sorry, pronouns.
All right.
So Mr. Meadows is 33 years old, Your Honor, has been living here in Georgia since 2022 and was previously residing at that address, the incident address. I believe it's 2725 is the incident address. They were residing at 2700 Sheldon Lane. It's right across the street, is my understanding after speaking with Mr. Meadows, is where their residence was, and the incident took place across the street, Your Honor. So I'm assuming that he's not going to be allowed to return there. But that was transitional housing, specifically for individuals who are transitioning. But Mr. Meadows is also transitioning not just gender, but from incarcerated to out in general population with the public, Your Honor. And so prior to being housed there at Cheryl Lynn Lane, he was residing with the Atlanta Mission at My Sister's House is the name of the program there, on 651 Ethel Street. He indicated to me that he does believe he can return back there. He graduated from that program, and that's how he transitioned over to the Cheryl Lynn address. So that's his housing situation. He believes he can return to the My Sister's House program there, next to the Atlanta Mission, at 651 Ethel Street, Your Honor.
Okay.
They were living there on a housing voucher. They're in the process of seeking employment. They were recently released from incarceration, Your Honor. And we would just ask that they receive a bond here today, not to exceed $1,000 surety, as they have extremely limited financial means. I'm not entirely sure that a $1,000 bond is available to them, but I don't think they're eligible for a signature bond with discharge and the probation.
Crickelia Meadows, how would you like to be addressed?
Ian Pierce, but you can call me Cree if you can't.
All right, Cree? All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
Your bond is going to be set at $2,000. It is a surety bond. Your next court date is going to be March 19th. You are to have no further contact with Cameron Moore. You are to stay 200 yards away from the address I have is 2725 Cheryl Lynn Lane in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And your next court date is March 19th.
Yes, ma'am.
When you do post bond, please be sure that you contact the public defender's office, or you come down to the courthouse and give us your new mailing address within 30 days of being released.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, let's get number 3, Mr. Bonner.
This is 26 CR 1483D. Terrence Bonner is accused of 2 counts of battery family violence and 2 counts of simple battery family violence from January 25th of this year. Mr. Bonner, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Musajidin. Any priors?
42 cycles. Last arrest was December 20th, 2025 out of South Fulton for theft by deception. That does appear to be open. There's probation out of Clayton County for theft by taking, sentenced September 20th, 2021 to 5 years probation. Also an open case, the open case out of Fulton County for theft by deception is under case number 26 CR 0000720D. Convictions from 2024 for forgery in the 4th degree, 2023 theft by deception, 2021 theft by taking, 2018 financial transaction card theft, 2016 disorderly conduct, criminal trespass, and 2016 purchase, possession, control of drugs. At least 3 other convictions outside of the 10-year period, and FTAs for 2018 and 2022. The recommendation was the level 3. Nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, I would, in looking at the facts of the case, it appears that this was a more significant situation than we might otherwise see, in that the officer indicated they had observed actually blood on the door before they were even able to knock on the door and enter into the location. She indicated that he had grabbed her by the neck. He began choking her. She tried to get away. He placed her on the floor. She was able to get to a knife, but he still continued to attack her. He dragged her outside. He beat her all in the face, and then he left. And this incident happened January 25th of 2026, and we're here today on the arrest. So he even ran away from the situation. Besides his significant violent history and long criminal history appears, we are asking in this case for, as to each simple battery, we're asking for $2,000 as to each count of battery, $3,500, making for a $10,000 surety bond recommendation that he stay away from the victim, Miss Render Zakira, Zakira, Render, stay away from the apartments located at 415 Fairburn Road Southwest. That if the court, that he has no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Masakian?
Thank you, Your
Oh, I'm sorry, is Miss Renders on Zoom if she wants to address the court? I don't see anyone by that name. Render. Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Masakian. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bonner is 31 years old and a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. He does reside, I believe, at the incident location that is 415 Fairburn Road. However, he does also have an alternate residence. It is on Fairburn Road, but I don't believe close to the alleged incident location. It belongs to his mother, Your Honor, this alternate location that he can stay at, Your Honor. He has 4 children. They don't reside with him, but he does visit with them regularly. I don't believe any of them are by Miss Render, Your Honor. And he was employed as recently as December, Your Honor, but has been incarcerated, has been working through a temp agency since his release. Your Honor, we at this time would ask for Mr. Bonner for a surety bond in the amount of $5,000 or less.
On each count of the battery family violence is 2,500. On each count of
This I carry a render right here.
Oh, now she finally speaks up.
Yeah, I had to put my camera and my microphone on, so they had took me out the Zoom.
All right. Lower your device, step back, and raise your right hand.
Okay.
Do not walk around.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to find this. I'm trying to sit down.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of knowledge?
Yes.
Yes, what would you like to tell me?
About him not being around me, I don't have no problem with him being around me or whatnot. I mean, this the first incident that happened. So I mean,
so he gets one-time pass?
I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna say one time and he'll do it for good. I mean, everybody ain't everybody.
That is such a sad state of affairs.
Judge, just if I will, I know that she reached out to our victim advocate earlier, and is it my understanding that you told our victim advocate that you had previously had verbal and physical abuse in the past?
No, ma'am. When I was on the phone with her, she was asking me, was it okay for him to be around? Was this the first time? I was telling her this was the first time. She was like, do I still want contact with him? I told her yes.
Right, and that the police had not been called before, but there had actually been abuse in the past before.
No, ma'am. She asked me, have the police been called? And I told her no. She never asked me, have there been any abuse in the past?
Did the officer observe your broken tooth at the time?
Yeah. Well,
right.
it's not broken. It's just a little chip.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Evans. Miss Zakiria Render, I highly recommend that you don't allow anyone a free pass. Do you understand?
I understand you.
Based on the warrant and what I've read, don't allow anyone a free pass. You're your own person, and nothing like this should ever happen to you, whether it's the first time or the 25th time. Understood?
Yes, ma'am. I understand your concern.
Okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As I was saying, on count 1 is a $2,500 bond. Count 2 is a $2,500 bond. Count 3 is a $2,000 bond. Count 4 is a $1,000 bond. This is going to be an $8,000 surety bond. No further contact with Zakiria Render. He's to stay 200 yards away from her and not communicate with her in any way, form, or manner. You are to stay away from 415 Fairburn Road in Southwest Atlanta, Georgia. You're allowed a one-time visit to the location with a police officer to retrieve your personal belongings. And then within 30 days, you must update the court with your new address. That address must be more than 200 yards away from the entire apartment complex where Ms. Renda lives. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons. And we're going to further notice this case to March 19th. And is it Miss Young who's doing the? Miss Young, do you see his other 4 cases?
Your Honor, he's gonna be on, actually, he's reset for 3/12, because those
Oh.
other cases are already on the calendar, so his reset date is 3/12.
Okay, so $8,000, March 12th, along with his 3 other open cases. Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
Did you include the FTA case as well?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
At 14, Mr. Hurd.
14. Lavanda Hurd is case 26 CR 1492E. Mr. Hurd, the charges brought against you are battery, family violence, 1 count of simple battery, family violence, and 1 count of simple assault, family violence, from February 27th of this year. You've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Mazarjuddin. Any priors?
13 cycles. The last arrest was in 2011 out of Fulton County for a capital offense and aggravated assault. He was convicted for a reduced charge from the capital offense. There's a 2004 sale of marijuana and 2001 battery, family violence, and terroristic threats, and nothing further.
Thank you. Miss Evans Battle?
Oh, this is my case, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Scrocco, okay.
Yes,
Do
Your Honor,
you
we have
know
yes.
when he was released? Or is he on parole?
Oh, let me see. That's a great question, Judge. I'll have that answer for you in a
I'll look
sec,
at the
hopefully.
judge.
Okay, thank you. You can proceed, Miss Harvey's gonna look.
All right. Well, Judge, as you're familiar, this was the family violence assault of the victim's name there is Miss Santrice Wilkins, the ex-boyfriend of the defendant, and the battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence of Miss Maisha Harris, who is 19, daughter of Miss Wilkins. There was a breakup. Miss Wilkins started throwing his things out of the house, and this was at 3194 Kingston Road in Atlanta. There was arguing. He got in Miss Wilkins's face, and this was the intervention of Miss Maisha Harris, who she came in to protect her mom, and the defendant struck her, knocking loose one of her braces and resulting in a cut to the inside of her lip, Judge. That was documented by law enforcement. We did speak with Miss Harris. She confirmed the events on the warrant. She's here visiting from college, visiting her mom here while she's in college. And she states this is the first time that something like this has happened between her and the defendant. Miss Wilkins, Miss Santrice Wilkins, confirmed the events in the warrant also. She says this is a first for them and that Miss Harris stepped in addition to due to her medical situation. She has congestive heart failure, Miss Wilkins does. She says the defendant has anger problems. They're all adults and enough is enough. She also said that that they want no further contact and a stay away, Judge, with his history, which is it consists of a lot of violent cases. State's recommendation is going to be a $4,000 surety, $2,000 on the battery, family violence, and $500 on the simple battery, family violence against, excuse me, Pardon me. 2,000 surety on the battery family violence, 1,000 on the simple battery family violence, and 500 on the simple assault. We are recommending FIB, as well as no further contact with Maisha Harris or Centrise Wilkins. Stay away from the 3194 Kingston Road, Atlanta address, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for the victims in this case.
Maisha Harris, if you're on Zoom, or Centrise Wilkins. Any of you want to come on Zoom to say anything? Otherwise, we are moving on. Don't see anyone. Okay. Mr. Mirzadjudin?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hurd is 43 years old and has been living in Georgia here his entire life. He has his own separate address, separate from the incident location, does not reside with any of the alleged victims, off of Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Your Honor, he lives there with a roommate. He has, I believe, 2 adult children. They don't reside with him, Your Honor, and also has his GED. He is unemployed currently, has been unable to work due to a back injury. He has not been able to be approved for disability, but Your Honor, I believe is going to be applying once again, Your Honor. He would have no problem with a stay away with a no contact order. And we would just ask for Mr. Hurd here, he be given a total bond here not to exceed 5,000 surety.
Okay. On the on the battery family violence, that's going to be 2,500. On the simple battery is going to be 1,500. And on the simple assault is going to be 1,000. So that is 2,500, 4,000, 5,000. Funny how that will work out.
Do we have word on his release, Judge? I'm not sure if that mattered with
No.
respect to your recommendation.
Let's see. Ms. Harvey, do you have anything on his parole or release?
Looks like he was paroled in 2020, Your Honor. I could find the parole certificate. I'm just not unable to tell if he's still on parole, but he was paroled in 2020.
Okay. I looked at the jailing screen. I didn't see a parole hold. So as far as right now, it's a $5,000 surety bond. No further contact with Centrise Wilkins, no further contact with Maisha Harris, to stay away from the incident location 200 yards away. He's allowed a one-time visit with a police officer to retrieve his belongings, but that visit cannot exceed 1 hour. Within 30 days of being released, he will then update the court with his new mailing address or residential address. And that stay away is from 1981. Was that the Martin Luther King Jr. Drive location?
3194, Judge, Kingston
sorry.
Road.
3194 Kingston Road.
In
And
Atlanta.
that's to stay away from the entire complex if it's an apartment complex. Thank you.
All right, number 17, Mr. King.
DeMarcus Quintrus Keene Jr. is accused of battery and theft by taking from October 23rd, 2025, case number 26CR1427C. Mr. Keene, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
No, Your Honor. First arrest, the recommendation was a level 1.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans-Bella?
Judge, I've been trying to communicate with Ms. Young in reference to this case. We thought we had filed 2 additional accounts of battery, and that the theft by taking count should have been an NOD'd. So I was trying to correct that as we went along. So I've subsequently filed those accusations a moment ago. So I don't know if she's received them or can see them in the queue. It all arises out of the same incident. If the court wants to go ahead and.
I see 1 count of battery on the jailing screen, and I see
My apologies. I don't look at my messages, Miss Battles, because I do court. So Miss Lewis is looking at it, and so she can correct it. So if we can hold for a second, Your Honor, she can update it.
Yes, I couldn't find who the person.
It's okay. I know I'm a miracle worker. But I got you. If we could come back to him, I'll get Miss Lewis to update everything.
Okay, but what should
Thank
the
you.
charges be then?
It should be 3 counts of battery, and the theft by taking should be NOD.
Okay, got it. Deputy, can we come back to Mr. Keene? Apparently, they've modified the charges.
All right, number 27, Mr. Spence.
What position number?
27.
Okay. $27. Terry Spence is accused of battery and simple battery from March 5th, case number 26CR1489C. Mr. Terry, you've been Mr. Spence, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Miss Kim. Any priors?
53 cycles, multi-state offender. Last arrest was January 13th, 2026, out of Fulton County for a probation violation. On probation, out of Fulton County for aggravated assault. Also on probation, out of Fulton County for aggravated assault and aggravated battery. Sentenced September 20th, 2025 to 7 years probation. Convictions from 2023 for battery, 2019 theft by taking, 2017.
That's good. Thank you. I saw his jailing screen as well. Thank you. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, Your Honor. Unlike, his criminal history, which is rather lengthy and explains a lot, we do not have a lot of information with respect to the warrant here. It's rather sparse. This was the March 5th incident from this year at 699 Spring Street, Northwest Atlanta. That is, from what I can see, the Here Atlanta residential complex. The defendant at that location struck the victim, Mr. Cecil Woodard, in the face, leaving a red bruise. He has a very long and violent, felonious criminal history, Judge. More ag assaults than I've seen in a minute with respect to, as far as convictions go, and they date back to 2007. And that's not the oldest violent offense either. With all of this, with his probation violations from 2026 and back, 2018 FTA, he poses a substantial risk to the community writ large. I'm not even sure if they know each other, but continued violence, the state is recommending, due to that, a $5,000 cash bond, $3,000 on the battery, $2,000 on the simple battery, social worker visit for BHET. No further contact with Cecil Woodard. Stay away from Here Atlanta residential complex at 699 Spring Street in Atlanta. We are recommending a 12-week anger management course, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Spence is 53 years old. He has been here in Georgia ever since 1994. He has 6 children, and 2 of them are minor children, Your Honor. He graduated from high school in 1994. After that, he went to college to get community computer IT tech certification. However, at this point, he is not employed, so he does not have any funds to pay for the bond. He does have some image concern, and he says that the alleged victim complaining witness, Mr. Woodard, was alcoholic and he was attacking him, and this was a self-defense. We would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial level 3. Thanks.
On the battery, it's going to be $1,500. On the simple battery is $750. His total bond is $2,250. It's a surety bond. No further contact with Cecil Woodard, and stay away from 699 Spring Street in Atlanta, Georgia. No illegal drugs, alcohol, and weapons. Next court date is March 19th.
What position was that we just used?
27.
We are ready for 17 again or not yet?
Let me check it. Hold on one second, Ron. I can look.
Your
We
Honor,
can take another case while waiting.
Okay.
Your Honor, my client wants to know if we can change that to $155 cash, which is the maximum amount that he can afford.
He has 53 cycles, Miss Kim. He's 53 years old. I don't really want to know the average of that number. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Number two, Mr. Bishop.
Marcellus Bishop is accused of criminal trespass from March 4th of 2026, case 26 CR 1463G. Mr. Bishop, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Mirzadjudin. And any price?
15 cycles. The last arrest was November 25th, 2025, out of Dorville, Georgia, for theft by shoplifting. That does appear to be an open case. An open case with the Atlanta Police Department for simple battery against a police officer, criminal trespass, and simple battery family violence. That's from February 25th of 2025. Also an open criminal trespass from February 1st of 2024, and an open theft by shoplifting out of Dorville. On probation out of Atlanta for theft by shoplifting, aggravated assault. Sentenced to 4 years and 265 days on probation. 2025, no theft by shoplifting. 2025 criminal trespass. 2024 theft by shoplifting, and 2023 criminal trespass. Also an FTA from 2025, and nothing further.
Thank you. Miss Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, we would ask for a $2,000 surety bond. We ask that he stay away from the Burger King located at 1123 Northside Drive, that he have no further contact with Jasmine Jones, who works at the location. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Mr. Mirzadjudin?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Bishop's 21 years old, lifelong resident of the state of Georgia, and does have a good address off of Forsyth Street, where he resides with his mother. Your Honor, for this case, we would ask that Mr. Bishop receive a UJR if eligible, otherwise a bond not to exceed $1,000 total surety.
He's got 3 cases with Fulton County. Are any of them still open or dormant? No, he pled to all of them. All from last year. Okay. Bond is set at $100 cash bond. Stay away from Burger King at 1123 Northside Drive. No contact with Jasmine Jones. Next court date is going to be March 19th. And the state can decide what they want to do with his probation cases. Thank you.
17 is ready, Your Honor.
Keene.
1717, and we're coming back to Mr. DeMarcus Keene.
What's wrong?
All right, Mr. Keene, your case number is 26CR1427C. Based on the amendments filed by the prosecution, you are now charged with 3 counts of battery from October 23rd, 2025. The theft by taking has been withdrawn by the state. You've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
First arrest, Your Honor.
Okay. And Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This incident occurred at 573 North Central Avenue in Hateville. That is the business location, I believe, for Mr. Keene, in which he was seeing clients, one of which my victim, was a client of his at the time. Apparently, there was a dispute or a disagreement about how much the party was supposed to have paid Mr. Keene. The victim in the case paid the agreed upon amount and left the location. Mr. Keene, he saw him as he was walking away towards the rear of the building. Mr. Keene pulled up in a car, hopped out of the car, and Mr. Keene, of course, the victim at that time, started to run, but Mr. Keene caught him and attacked him from behind. It appeared that he hit him all over his body, and as a result of that, he suffered not only bruising about the face and body, he also suffered from some subconjunctival hemorrhage.
A crack in the eye socket. Yeah.
Right, and the fracture in the eye socket. I've spoken with the victim in this case, and he does have medical bills and documentation. We will be seeking, as soon as he gets those items to us today, we'll be seeking to transfer this to the felony division because of the oratorical bone fractures that he has in his eyes. He indicated that he's still having treatment, and unfortunately, it's been difficult because he has to pay out of pocket for this treatment that is needed. In this case, we're asking for a $5,000 surety as to each count, which makes for a $15,000 surety bond, that he have no further contact with the victim in this case. The victim has asked that we not announce the name. I can provide to the court the victim's name so that it's not announced in court.
Is there a reason why the victim's not being named? Is he under 20? Is he under 18 years old?
He is not under 18 years of age. I think his concern is for maybe Mr. Keene's other associations. I'm uncertain. He just said that if the court will allow him to not to be named or published out to the public.
No, it's an open record issue.
And I've explained that to him, that anybody can go get a police report of that. So if the court is wanting me to provide that information, his name.
I'll do it. Duran Robinson. There you go. Okay. Anything else?
Judge. And no, Your Honor, just that he not have any further contact with him.
Which is fine.
Alcohol, drugs, weapons, no firearms while out on bond.
Duran Robinson, if you're on Zoom, this is the time to unmute and start your video if you want to say anything.
Yeah, he told me he gets off work at 3:30. He would be transitioning. He did ask us for the link to be in court. I explained to him we don't have any control over the calendar. Whenever the case is called, the court will look for him, but I've stated his position, and the court will decide at that point. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. No one's responding. So, Ms. Kim, what would you like to tell us?
Yes, Mr. Keene is 20 years young, and he was born and raised here in Georgia. And he graduated from high school successfully in 2023. After that, he went to trade school to be certified as a barber. And he has been working at that location. It is his workplace for the last 3 years. Legend Barbershop, the incident location that we have in our warrant here is 612 South Central, not the 573. But anyway, the boss knew about it. It was not his own client. He was just customer who walked into the business. And my client, this incident happened on October 23, 2025, and he has not been fired because he denies the allegation he didn't do anything wrong. And even the employer believes he didn't do anything wrong. And we would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial level 1. This is his first offense ever. Thank you.
All right. On each count, it's going to be $2,500. This is going to be a $7,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 3. He will report to pretrial once a week. This will be for 12-month monitoring. Excuse me. Let me change that to level 2. It'll be a 12-month monitoring and he reports to pretrial twice a month. No illegal drugs, no alcohol, and no weapons and no firearms. He has to have no further contact with Durand Robinson. He may return to the Legends, what was it, the Legends hair? Something, Legend Styles? What was the name of the business? Legends
Barbershop.
The Legends Barbershop at 612 South Central Avenue in Hapeville. If he doesn't report to court, if he doesn't provide us with a good address where he lives, if he violates the conditions of the bond, or if he gets arrested again, his signature bond will be surrendered. Mr. Keene, due to the alleged extent of injuries sustained by the victim, the state is putting you on notice that they may upgrade this case to a felony charge. So please be sure to speak with your attorney with regards to what your next steps are. Thank you.
All right, number 4, Mr. Bridges next.
All right. All right. Miss Strong, is this some person called Taylor who wants to keep chiming in? All right. I'm sorry. What was that position number?
4.
Repeat?
4.
4. Okay. Quantavia Bridges is accused of criminal trespass causing damage to property. And this is from February 1st of this year, case 26 CR 1464L. Mr. Bridges, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Mirzajudin. And any priors?
No, Your Honor. First arrest, the recommendation is UJR jail.
Okay. And Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. In this particular case, I understand that there are no prior arrests in the case. The recommended bond is a $3,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. Stay away from the location at 3100 River Exchange Drive. No further contact with Pamela Richards, and stay away from her address as well. Stay away from her address. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Any objection, Mr. Mirzajudin?
No, Your Honor, no objection to the UJR.
All right, Pamela Richards, if you're on Zoom, I can see your name. Did you want to chime in?
Hello. So I did speak to someone who called me and asked me, was I okay with if I wanted it to be a stay away? But I mentioned since he did pay for the damages, I'm okay with him still being around. We do have
That's your
3
brother?
children. This is the father of my 3 children.
Oh, okay. Why did I think it was your brother? Sorry, I must have misread it. Sorry about that. Okay. And this was damage to your vehicle, right?
Yes.
Okay. I got that part right. All right. Thank you so much.
Sure.
On the criminal trespass causing damage to property, that's going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. He will report to pretrial once a month. He will complete 4 anger awareness classes within 180 days of being released. No violent contact with Miss Pamela Richards, which means there cannot be any physical or verbal altercations with Miss Richards or with her property. That could end up having you back in jail and your signature bond being surrendered. Your next court date will be sent to your current mailing address. So please make sure we have your current address with the courts at all times. No illegal drugs and no weapons and no firearms. Thank you.
Number 5, Mr. Colton is next.
Thomas Colton is accused of criminal trespass from March 4th of this year, case 26 CR 14938. Mr. Colton, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Mr. Masajuddin. Any priors?
36 cycles. Last arrest was January 7th, 2026, out of Fulton County for theft by shoplifting. On probation out of Fulton for criminal trespass. No, I'm sorry, that's not right. Not on probation, but there's a 2024 conviction for criminal trespass out of Fulton County, a second case for criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting out of Fulton County. Also, criminal trespass and stalking. Sentence on that case, October 21st, 2025 to 12 months probation. An open case out of Fulton County for battery under 25 SC 003492. Open criminal trespass under 25 CR 007345. In addition, there's a 2026 theft by shoplifting, 2024 theft by shoplifting, 2017 simple battery, family violence, and 2017 theft by receiving stolen property. FTAs from 2023 and 2024. Recommendation from pretrial was a level 4. Nothing further.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Bell?
Yes, Your Honor. Besides this being charged as a criminal trespass, he was in the store shoplifting, which he admitted to the officer as he sat there drinking the beer he had stolen. So our bond recommendation in this particular case is for a surety bond, $1,000 surety bond. Stay away from the sit-go, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. The location is 2048 Stanton Road in East Point. Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Masajuddin?
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Colton is 35 years old, a lifelong resident of the state of Georgia. He does have a good address off of Campbellton Road. It belongs to his mother, Your Honor. He has not been able to find work lately and needs help that our office can provide for him to find some sort of services. Your Honor, he has his GED as well as a 16-year-old child. Your Honor, we would ask that Your Honor follow the state's recommendation for the $1,000 surety bond for Mr. Colton.
Okay. It's a $150 cash bond. Most expensive can of beer involved. Stay away from the Citgo gas station at 2048 Stanton Road. Next court date is March 19.
All right, let's get number 10, Mr. Pereira.
Isaiah Pereira is accused of criminal trespass and possession and use of a drug-related object from March 4th of this year, case 26 CR 14828. Mr. Pereira, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is going to be Mr. Masajuddin. Any priors?
16 cycles. Last arrest was November 8th, 2025 out of Roswell for criminal trespass. On probation out of Fulton County for criminal trespass. Sentenced December 2nd, 2025 to a 12-month sentence. Also on probation for criminal trespass. Sentenced October 31st, 2025. 3 months confinement, 9 months probation. On probation for willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, terroristic threats, and criminal trespass. Sentenced September 13th, 2024 to a 5-year sentence. There's an FTA from 2024 and nothing further.
Thank you. 24. I mean, right, 24. Okay. Ms. Evans-Bell?
Yes, our recommendation was for $1,000 surety on the criminal trespass. And that would be a UJR on the drug-related object for a split bond recommendation in this case. No alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond. We would ask that.
He has a probation hold at the present time as well. Mr.
Yes.
Masajuddin, are you aware of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And what's your recommendation?
Your Honor, we would ask for a $1,000 surety bond for Mr. Ferreira. He's 24 years old, has been here in Georgia for the past 4 years, has an address in Johns Creek that belongs to his father, Your Honor, and has indicated to the public defender that he does intend to seek help for drug addiction, Your Honor. And so we're going to work on getting him hooked up with the resources that can help get him back on his feet. But at this time, we would ask for the $1,000 signature bond for Mr. Ferreira.
Anyone here on Zoom to speak on behalf of Mr. Ferreira? Bond is set over the criminal trespass is $100 cash bond. And for its UJR on the drug-related object, this is a split bond. He's to stay 200 yards away from the Exxon at 1105 Holcomb Ridge Road in Roswell. And no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. Next court date is going to be March 19th. Thank you.
Next we got number 19, Mr. McKenzie.
Okay. All right, I'm sorry. This is Javarius McKenzie. Would that be correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Charged with simple battery family violence from March 4th, 2026, case number 26CR 1478E. Mr. McKenzie, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Mr. Mazarjadin. Any priors?
3 out of Georgia and 1 out of South Carolina. Last arrest was March 30th, 2025, out of South Carolina for driving without a valid license that did result in a conviction and nothing further. Recommendation is a level 1, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, this is the cross defendant in the married couple
That's right.
trailer.
Was that the laundry case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I believe in spite of his history, I've had contact with the victim advocate. We're asking that you consider, since he doesn't appear to have any FTAs, that you consider the $2,500 pretrial services level 1 signature bond is for him as well.
And no violent contact, right?
No violent contact, Your Honor.
All right. Should I also restrict him from doing laundry?
I think that's the issue. He didn't want to do it and she wanted him to do it.
So should I compel him to do laundry?
Hey, all's fair in love and laundry.
Okay, love and laundry. That's a new phrase. Okay, 2,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1. No violent contact with cross defendant. Any objection to that, Mr. Mazarjadin, or you want to put in your 2 cents worth about laundry?
No, Your Honor. No opinion on laundry today.
Okay.
No objection either.
He's probably banned from laundry as well. Okay. 2,500 signature bond level 1. No violent contact with the alleged defendant, alleged cross defendant. Which means he reports to pretrial once a month. And I can't recall if I ordered 4 anger awareness classes in that case.
Yes, let's see here. Actually, I didn't write
What
it.
was her name, Your Honor? I forgot.
It's Tanika Trailer.
Oh, I'll tell you, Your Honor.
No, it wasn't. It was
No,
just
you
no
just
further
said no
violent
further
contact.
violent. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Mr. McKenzie, if you don't want to do the laundry, you can pay for somebody else to do it for you. Thank you. Your next court date will be sent to your address. Don't forget to show up. All right, next case.
22, Mr. Quarles.
22. All right. Timothy Quarles is accused of battery and simple battery from August 30th, 2024. Case 26CR1486F. Mr. Quarles, you've been advised of your rights and your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
9 out of Georgia and 5 out of Virginia. Last arrest was May 26, 2024, out of Fulton County for simple battery. Appears to be probation for aggravated battery. out of Fulton County with a disposition date of January 13th, 2022 to 15 years probation. An open case for battery under 24 CR 003-281F. 2018 possession and use of drug-related objects. 2019 battery conviction. And out of Virginia, 2016 trespassing. 2014 grand larceny, and 2013 assault and battery. Also an FTA from 2018 and a probation violation from 2022. Recommendation from pretrial was a level 3. Nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Scirocco?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. As you've heard, there's a significant and violent history here. Notably, this was, targeted but random. The victim and the defendant didn't know each other. This was the case where Miss Wright was offered by the defendant to buy her a Red Bull at the gas station. It's the Shell on 902 Donald Lee Hollowell. And she accepted, and when she didn't really converse with him any further, as they were exiting the store, he turned around and struck her in the face, causing visible swelling and soreness as well. And she was able to thankfully take a picture of him, which led to his identification and arrest here, Your Honor. The state's recommendation with his history is going to be a $7,000 surety. We're recommending $5,000 on the battery and $2,000 on the simple battery due to the danger posed to the community here and the risk of reoffense as presented by his history. We're recommending as well social worker visit for BHET, anger awareness, recommending the 12-week program. No further contact with Dana Wright, the victim. Stay away from the Shell at 902 Donald Lee Hollowell in Atlanta, and no drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. If we could sound for Miss Wright at this time, Your Honor.
Dana Wright, if you want to chime in, this is the moment to turn on your video and unmute. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Quarles is 32 years old. He was born in Virginia. He has been here in Georgia for 10 years. He has been residentially challenged. After graduating from high school, he has been working at Peachtree Junk Removal. However, at this point, he does not have any employment because of arrest, and he's got FTA and probation violation without any bond. So he will be here in Fulton County a little bit longer. He understands that part. So we would like to request for the lowest possible bond for battery and simple battery. He's been going through a lot of difficult times, including the fact that his mom recently passed away, and he does not have anyone who can afford his bond payment. We ask for signature on bond through pretrial level 3. Thank you.
All right. Unfortunately, his FTA and probation disqualifies him from his signature bond. On the battery, it's going to be $1,250. On the simple battery, $750. This is a $2,000 surety bond. No contact with Dana Wright. Stay away from the Shell gas station on Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway. Next court date is March 19th, along with his FTA 26, FTA 000045, and his other case 24 CR 003218F.
Your Honor, his reset date is going to be 3/12. His case is already set today.
Okay, March 12th. Thank you.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right, at 23, Mr. Rogers.
Okay. Marquis Rogers, middle name Antoine, is accused of battery family violence from February 15th of this year. Case 26 CR 1469J. Mr. Rogers, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is going to be Ms. Kim. Any priors?
11 out of Georgia and 3 out of Florida. Last arrest was March 2nd, 2025, out of Coweta County for a DUI. There's appears to be an open criminal trespass case out of Clayton County. On probation for a DUI, sentenced December 2nd, 2025, in 2 separate cases.
Two DUIs?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
12/2/25, probation 12 months out of Coweta. There's a 2024 DUI as well. And out of Florida, a 2017 aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, arson, and child abuse, and nothing further.
Ms. Evans-Bell?
Yes, this case was accepted for transfer to the district attorney's office. We asked the court to sign the transfer order. Our bond recommendation is for a $10,000 cash bond at this particular time. This is and subsequent family violence battery. As such is why they've accepted it.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Rogers is 34 years old, local resident in Georgia. He does have 5 minor children, Your Honor, and he couldn't get his GED after 11th grade. However, he went to Atlanta Educational Institution for medical billing code, and he is currently working as a pharmaceutical assistant, and he's not qualified for public defender services. However, for the purpose of bond hearing, I will be representing just for that. And he says that his complaining witness is not afraid of him, so he wants to continuously live with her. And they don't have any children together, but they do live together. My client prefers no further violent contact. This happened on February 15, 2026, and they have been continuously in a relationship, and he does not believe she is scared. We would like to request for a signature on bond through pretrial. Since he is not qualified for a signature on bond, we ask for the lowest possible bond for a $1,000 security bond.
Ms. Howard, you on Zoom? If you want to unmute and chime in, it's up to you.
I really don't want to say anything.
Then you don't. I'm just giving you the option.
All right,
All right.
thank you.
Please mute your screen and switch off your video. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Mr. Rogers was just arrested and charged on 2 counts of battery family violence back on July 28th, 2024. Not to mention all these other charges that were listed on his record. And now we're back with another battery family violence less than 2 years later. Mr. Rogers, as you heard from the prosecution, your case has now been accepted by the Superior Court District Attorney's Office, so it's going to be treated as a felony charge. I've read the warrant. It is very concerning. Your bond is going to be set at $25,000. It's going to be a surety bond. You are to have no further contact with the victim in this case, and you are to stay away from the incident location. And that would be no contact with Shalisha Howard, stay away from the incident location, no illegal drugs, no alcohol, no weapons. And your next court date will be March 19th, pending your transfer to a Superior Court. Thank you.
And Your Honor, I have the order already for you to sign.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's get add on one, Mr. Russell.
I only had one add-on. Do we have more now? Okay, yeah, it's just one case. This is 26 CR 1487G, State versus Stacy L. Lawrence. This is 6 misdemeanor charges stemming from a traffic matter, failure to maintain insurance, failure to maintain lane, driving while license suspended or revoked, driving under the influence of alcohol. I think was that a per se or less safe charge?
Less safe, Your Honor.
All right, less safe. And possession of an open alcohol container, and then possession, and that was 2 counts of possession of an open alcohol container. Yeah. Mr. Lawrence, you've been advised of your rights. Your attorney is Ms. Kim. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. 24, multi-state offender with arrest out of Georgia and Florida. Last arrest was December 11th, 2025 for a DUI out of Fulton County. Appears to be on probation for a DUI. Sentenced December 28th, 2025 to 24 months on probation. Open case out of DeKalb County for driving while license suspended or revoked. DUI and possession of controlled substance. Also an open case out of Fulton County for DUI and driving while license suspended or revoked. Open case under 25 SC 007387 for aggravated assault. Convictions from 2014 for aggravated assault, 2017 simple battery, 2018 battery, and 2013 possession of an open alcohol container. FTAs from 2017, 2018, and 2023, and nothing further.
Mr. Scirocco.
Yes, Your Honor. This was the March 3rd from this year incident where the defendant had crashed his vehicle, or it looks like it's collided with a tree, and after having left his lane of travel, the Shelby Lane intersection of there with Marketplace Boulevard and East Point. He was observed asleep with the vehicle still in drive. There was an empty can of Busch beer on the floorboard of the passenger side in the front, and one open can of, both open, but one open can of Busch beer in the front center cup console area. So two in total. He exited the vehicle stumbling before catching his balance and was observed with red, glossy, watery eyes and an odor of alcohol coming from him. He didn't have valid insurance at the time on the vehicle. License was suspended from actually his failure to appear. It was one of the 2026 failure to appear, I believe. But at this point, with his open cases, Judge, I mean, two open cases in municipal. I did find that municipal court case with the DUI there, the possession of a controlled substance in DUI, and that was from just August out of DeKalb. So this is his third open DUI case, while he is also currently on probation for DUI. He's had so many run-ins with DUIs, and with the circumstances here, he poses a significant risk to the community, property in the community, lives in the community, reoffense. You have failure to appears as well. The state is recommending a $7,500 cash bond, Judge. $6,000 on the DUI, $300 on each of the other counts of failure to maintain insurance, failure to maintain lane, driving while license suspended or revoked, which he also has those open cases for, and the two open container charges. We are recommending ADET. We are recommending no driving whatsoever, no drugs, weapons, or alcohol whatsoever, and random screens for drugs and alcohol. Frankly, at this point, I'm very concerned that he's going to get someone killed, Judge.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Mr. Russell is 46 years old, and Your Honor, he has been married for about a year, and he does have three minor children, 7 and 10 and 13 years old. After graduating from high school in 1998, he's been working as a cement construction. He just got a certification from Job Corps, and also he is currently working as a health caregiver as well.
At where?
Health caregiver.
To whom?
To his father, who's going through lots of medical conditions right now. Mom passed away not that long ago, and his uncle also has a cancer. I would like to request for us we understand he's not qualified for a signature on bond. We would like to request for the lowest possible bond. He has another hold at Atlanta Municipal Court. He's not going anywhere. So on the contingency to be released, only to Atlanta Municipal Court. We would like to request for the maximum $4,000 surety bond, Your Honor.
Okay,
And we'll be in touch with municipal judge. I have a feeling that case is coming to us.
all right.
Yeah.
On all the charges is going to be 1,000 each, with the exception of the DUI, that's going to be 3,000. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an $8,000 cash bond only. No illegal drugs, no alcoholic beverages, and no weapons and no firearms. And last but not least, no driving until further order of the court. He's not allowed to operate any motor vehicle. His next court date is March 19th. And we'll see him in court. Thank you. Mr. Lawrence, based on your record, you are a huge threat to yourself, much less to the community. I highly recommend you never see a car, much less touch one. Thank you.
Now we go to the,
Oh, and the other thing I wanted to do, Ms. Kim, is a condition of this bond is also to apply for DUI court.
Yes, that's what I was referring him to social worker to discuss about.
Okay. Yeah, that's also going to be a condition that he has to apply for DUI court. Thank you. Next case.
we go to the waivers, start with number 1.
Okay. Robert Bates, PI and criminal trespass from March 5th of 2026. Case number 26 CR 1484C. Any priors on Mr. Bates?
41 cycles out of Georgia and 25 out of Alabama. Last arrest was January 28th, 2026 out of DeKalb for failure to appear. On probation out of Bartow County for theft by taking. Sentence October 29th, 2024. 10 years confinement. I'm sorry. I don't know if that was 10 years. I'll double check that, Your Honor. And also on probation for forgery, sentence January 27th, 2026, 1 year probation. Convictions from 2024 for criminal trespass, 2022 PI case, 2020.
Then we're good. Thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, and the court briefly was able to ascertain that this is not the first time we've dealt with this type of cases with him. Our bond recommendation is for $3,500 surety for the PI and $500 surety on the criminal trespass, makes for a $4,000 surety bond. Stay away from the Waffle House and Georgia Tech properties. He already has a permanent ban off the campus since 2023. No further contact with Shanquita Brooks. No alcohol, drugs, and weapons while out on bond. Thank you.
Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Bates is 59 years old. He has been here in Georgia for about 17 years. And during that time, he said he has been residentially challenged for 17 years. He also says he has 17 children, Your Honor. I already recommended him for social worker visit, for housing and the HET. We would like to request that he gets reset for a competency calendar for next Thursday, 11 a.m.
On each count is $1,500. His total bond is going to be $3,000 surety bond. Social worker visit the BHET and housing, and a reset to the 11 a.m. calendar on, what was that, March 11th?
19th, Judge.
The next competency calendar is March 12th. Is that the one you were asking for?
It went out today, Judge. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So the next court date is going to have to be March 19th. If you all ascertain that an MH evaluation is required, please submit that before the SAP calendar.
Sure.
Thank you. Okay, position number 1 was a 3,000 surety. Position 2 is $100 cash bond. Further notice to March 19th. Position 3, Bonner is a $8,000 surety bond, reset to March 12th. 4, Bridges is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 5, Colton is a $150 cash bond, March 19th. 6, Cooley is a 2,000 surety, March 19th. 7, Copeland is a $1,100 surety bond, March 19th. 8, Marquis Crawford. What are we doing there?
I don't have a Marquis Crawford as my client.
Mr. Mirzadjudin, do you have a Marquis Crawford? Position 8.
No, Your Honor, I never spoke with Mr.
Okay.
Crawford.
Position 8 is going to be reset to tomorrow, March 7th at 2 p.m. Position number 9, Samuel Farley is a $1,000 surety, March 19th. 10, Ferreira is a $100 cash bond plus a UJR for count 2, reset March 19th. Position 11, Garrison, Christopher Garrison.
That is my client, Your Honor. I do have waiver of appearance for him.
You have a waiver?
Yes.
Okay. 26 CR 1465G, accused of battery and violations of rules regarding pedestrian and roadway. Any priors?
22 out of Georgia and 9 out of Missouri. Last arrest was January 21st, 2025 out of Fulton County for reckless conduct. On probation, sentenced in that case March 18th, 2025 to 12 months probation. Appears to have an open case out of Fulton County for fake charge for transfer and fixes. Convictions from 2020 for disorderly conduct. 2020 simple battery against a police officer and simple battery. 2022, 2 counts of simple battery.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Thank you, Miss Harvey. Miss Evans-Bell?
Yes. She just touched on a real small portion of his history. It is extremely significant between 1996 and now. In this particular case, this was a person who was actually trying to help him, and he was upset because he offered him a protein bar and he wanted water. And as as the victim attempted to locate the water for him, he punched him in the nose. Initially, the victim thought that the injury was not as significant as it were, but once he got to the hospital, they determined that it was actually fractures to his nose. Mr. Petrosky, I believe, is on the line as well. Our bond recommendation in this particular case is for a $5,000 surety bond. We did make an attempt to transfer this to the district attorney's office. Had he been on, the probation, the last probation that he was on was for starting a brush fire. So they did not accept it as it were, but we think that considering the nature of his charge, and I'll advise the court that all of these simple batteries that he has had for year after year after year resides on police officers have been batteries on people he didn't know. So and in this particular case, asking for the $5,000 surety, that he have no further contact with David Petrowski, who I believe is on the line, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and that he have a social worker visit. Thank you, Your Honor.
61 North Avenue, where is that? Anybody know? Mr. Petrovsky, if you want to chime in, this is your moment in the sunshine. You need to start your video.
Yep, I'm trying to start right now. It's saying the host has to the host. Oh, start my video. Here we go.
All right, sir. Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where is 61 North Avenue?
So it is right by the varsity, right outside Georgia Tech campus.
Okay.
Out there picking my girlfriend up.
Are you a student in that college?
No, but my girlfriend is. I do electrical work. I'm an electrician.
All right. I appreciate the Samaritan good effort, but he's most likely not going to get a signature bond, and he's most probably going to stay in jail for until the next court date. Was there anything else you'd like to tell me?
I mean, just pretty hurt, I was just trying to help him out. Got punched, and now I've just been dealing with migraines and missing work. So just trying to, get by right now the way I can.
All I can say is I'm sorry it happened to you, but at the present time, he doesn't qualify for a release bond. And well, if you drive around Atlanta, you see a lot of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to exercise judgment. Just be careful. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Miss Kim, anything to add?
We will definitely make sure that he sees a social worker for BHET. We would like to request that his case will be reset for a competence calendar as well.
Okay. Bond on the battery is going to be 1,500 on the violations of the rules of roadway. It's going to be 500. This is a $2,000 surety bond. Reset date is March 19th at 11 a.m. Social worker visit for housing and BHET. And he's to stay 500 yards away. That's the distance of 5 football fields from 61 North Avenue. Thank you. Okay, moving on to position 12, Gilliam. Is that a waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
Randy Gilliam is accused of criminal trespass, February 24th, 2026. Mr. Gilliam, case number is 26CR1481K. Any priors?
3 out of Georgia and 8 out of Pennsylvania. Last arrest was with the Pittsburgh DEA for possession of cocaine from May 8th, 2012. That was a conviction and appears to be supervised until July 28th, 2026. I'm also showing an open PI case in Fulton County under, sorry, the case number.
I think it was 24.
Case number 26 PI.
Okay.
001806 for 3 counts of aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer.
6 p.m. Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
Yes, and it's my understanding that this case, it looks like it's actually linked to it, so it probably is either going to go up or go away. But we are asking for a surety bond in the amount of $1,000 surety. Stay away from the incident location, which is 3200 Lenox Road. Just stay away from the apartment complex. No further contact with Jade Goldborn.
Yeah.
Yes. No further contact with her, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Jade Goldburn, if you on Zoom. I don't see anyone. See a TC, but not that. Okay. Miss Kim?
Yes, Mr. Gillian is 59 years old, and he has been here in Georgia 36 years. He has 2 grown adult children. He graduated from high school in 1984. He has lots of blood stain on his belly. He's got shot for 6 times. So he does need serious medical attention. And yeah, he's got lots of stitches on his belly. It was just really scary to look at it. We would like to request for a social worker visit for BHET as well. And he does have a housing. It's not a problem. However, he has no income at this point.
Okay. Bond's going to be set at 1,000 surety bond. Next court date is March 19th. His felony case is holding him in custody on a no bond status. Thank you.
Judge, he went to first appearance today, actually. Looks like he got a $30,000 bond.
Surety bond?
Good bond. Yes, 30,000.
We'll see.
10K on each charge.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Position 13, Golson, is a $1,000 surety bond, reset March 19. 14, Hurd, is a $5,000 surety, March 19. 15, Satisha Hill.
And I have a waiver for that individual, Your Honor.
All right. And Miss Hill, oh, you did get the waiver?
Yes, Your Honor. I e-filed it. I'm not sure if I need to also email it to maybe Miss Strong or Miss Young.
Go ahead and email it to Miss
Yeah.
Young. Yeah, Miss Young. All right, so she's accused of theft by shoplifting, 26 CR 1485C. Any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's see. 42 cycles. Last arrest December 12th, 2025 out of DeKalb County for an FTA. Open cases under 23 SC 186281 for 2 counts of financial transaction card fraud and 2 counts of financial transaction card theft. Also an open case under 25 SC 007552, aggravated assault against a law enforcement officer, terroristic threats, aggravated battery against a law enforcement officer, obstruction of a law enforcement officer, and aggravated assault resulting in serious bodily injury, not including a firearm.
When was this?
Let me check the date on Odyssey. That case, Your Honor, was from, well,
was that a new arrest?
I have the case number. One moment. 25 SC 007552.
Okay, here I see it here. All right. Okay, that was based on her arrest back on September 8th, 2022. Okay.
And there's 25 SC 007219.
Okay.
And an open 25 CR 013755. That's for theft by shoplifting. And then there are convictions from 2022, drugs not in the original container, 2021, theft by receiving stolen property, 2019, theft by taking, 2019, theft by shoplifting, 2020, battery family violence.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Scirocco, yes, she does have a considerable history and was just released from Fulton County Jail after a 3-year stint. What's your recommendation? This is a wall charger from CVS. How much
Yeah,
are
roughly
those? $15?
$15. Just under. This is, you know, by definition, it does qualify as a felony theft by shoplifting with the minimal amount. I'm not sure if we're going to be attempting a transfer on this here, Judge, but you know, she does have you know, at least 3 priors for the same. With her open cases, with her FTA from 2025, and with her history, the state's recommendation is going to be a $3,000 surety on this. Stay away from the CVS at 2429 MLK Jr. Boulevard. No drugs, weapons, or alcohol while out on bond. And if she does bond out, we would ask for an anti-theft course.
Mr. Mazarjadin?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Hill's 30 years old, lifelong resident of Georgia, and has an address, I believe the one on file that belongs to her mother, here in Atlanta. She has those several open cases, Your Honor. They're all in competency court, on the competency docket. I was not able to determine whether she had any competency concerns regarding this case, but that was a very limited interaction I had with Ms. Hill today, and I'm of course not a doctor or medical professional in any way. But I didn't personally determine or see any reason to have concern that there was competency issues, although she does have those other open cases, all felonies in competency court. She does presently, I believe, have a bond of $600 on this, $600 surety on this single charge here for shoplifting, Your Honor, or theft by taking. We would just ask that the bond remain where it is at $600, Your Honor. I don't believe she had any holds presently, but I'm sure they'll be popping up very soon.
Well, I was going with 600 or a $50 cash bond, but we'll go with 600 surety. Next court date is March 19th, and she needs to stay away from the CVS at 2429 MLK Junior Drive. Did y'all read this? Operation Deep Freeze.
Not something I'm familiar with, Judge.
No,
First
yeah,
time
no.
seeing it.
APD, Operation Deep Freeze, something to do with prowling and looking for shoplifters, I think. I don't know, but it was a cool name. Okay. Next court date is March 19th. Position 16, Deron Hills is a 2,500 cash bond. Reset date March 19th. Position 17, Keene is a 7,500 signature bond through pretrial level 2. Position 18, Joshua Mack. Reset to March 7th.
Does anybody know Joshua Mack?
Position 18. Well, you don't, Miss Kim, and neither does Mr. Rizarja did. So hopefully one of you will touch base with him tomorrow. All right. 19, Mackenzie is going to be a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 20, Calvin McKinney.
Oh, that was my client, Your Honor. I represent him. Waiver of appearance.
Okay. His case number is 26 CR 1467Y. Charged with simple battery against an officer, criminal trespass, willful obstruction of an officer, and misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Any price?
12 cycles. Last arrest October 14th, 2025 out of Fulton County for criminal damage to property in the second degree. 3 counts of theft by taking. That's open under 25 PI 008553. On probation out of Fulton County for criminal trespass. Sentenced June 9th, 2025 to 12 months probation. Appears to have a hold out of Fulton County for capital offenses.
Okay.
And that's case number 26 SC 0000597. In addition, there's a 2019 willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, 2017 sale of marijuana. It had a 2014 first offender for an unlawful gain. Okay.
Yeah, 2017 is far enough. Thank you. Miss Evans Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. This was a violence on a police officer that actually it was, it was actually his, fighting with the police. Although they charged it as a misdemeanor, is my understanding that the officer was actually struck. Our recommendation for the battery against the simple battery against a police officer is $2,500 surety, a $1,000 surety for the criminal trespass, $1,000 for the willful obstruction, and this will be a split bond, $1,000 signature bond for the possession of marijuana. Ask that this is a $4,000 surety and $1,000 on the signature bond for the marijuana possession less than an ounce. Stay away from the BP gas station located at 3805 Flat Shoals Road. And no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond.
Okay. Miss Kim, did you want to chime in?
Yes, I actually request that all his charges get surety bond, so that way at least he can get some kind of time served credit, because I expect him to be in Fulton County Jail for a long time, minimum 90 days, Your Honor. While he's still there, I want these to be getting time served. He's only 29 years old, but it seems like he's going to be here a long time.
Oh, on each count, count 1 is 1,000, count 2 is 1,000, count 3 is 1,000, count 4 is 100. This is a 3,100 surety bond. No further contact with Sonia Marshall, and stay away from the store at 3805 Flat Shoals Road, which is the BP gas station. Next court date is March 19.
I'm sorry, Judge, what was the total again?
3,100. Count 1, count 2, and count 3 is 1,000 each, and count 4 marijuana charge is 100. Position 21, Meadows, that is a $2,000 surety bond, reset date to March 19. 22, Quarles is a 2,000 surety bond, reset to March 12. 23, Rogers is a 25,000 surety bond, reset to March 19, pending his transfer to Superior Court. 24, Rucker is a 6,500 split bond, reset to March 19. Christopher Sheets, criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting.
That was my client, Your Honor, waiver. Yes.
And case is 26 CR 1470C, accused of criminal trespass and theft by shoplifting. Any priors?
17 cycles, last arrest February 22nd, 2026 out of DeKalb County for a probation violation. On probation out of DeKalb for criminal trespass, sentenced August 19th, 2025 to 12 months probation. Also on probation for a second case out of DeKalb for criminal trespass, sentenced September 30th, 2025. Probation out of DeKalb for criminal trespass, sentenced October 21st, 2025. Probation out of Fulton County for theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass, sentenced August 5th, 2025.
Oh, that's good. 3 open probation cases. Okay, Ms. Evans-Battle? I'm sorry, you're muted?
Yes, Your Honor, the bond recommendation as to each count is for $1,000, makes for a $2,000 surety bond, alcohol, drugs, or weapons. Stay away from the target at 3535 Peachtree Road. Thank you.
Ms. Kim, any objection to the $2,000 surety?
No objection. We would like to request that his case to be reset for a competency calendar as well. He is right now under psych observation units.
Okay. $2,000 surety bond in total. Stay away from the Target store at 3535 Peachtree Street. He's also required to stay away from all Target stores in Fulton County, and his case is reset to March 19th at 11 a.m. Position 26 Slater is a $10,000 surety bond, reset to March 19th. 27 Spence is a 2,250 surety bond, reset March 19th. 28 Tanika Trailer is a 2,500 signature bond through pretrial level 1. 29 Vesquez is a $1,500 surety bond, reset March 19th. 30 Jada Wheeler is a $1,100 surety bond, reset March 19th. I will come back to Christopher Williams. Kristen Williams is a $1,500 surety bond, $5,000 surety bond, and that's reset to March 19th. And 33 Mary Williamson, she received a surety bond as well, and $4,000 surety bond, March 19th. My add-on calendar, Stacy Lawrence, is an $8,000 cash bond, reset to March 19th, pending his application to DUI court. Coming back to 31, Christopher Williams, battery and criminal trespass from February 13th.
Release.
Oh, he was released, sorry. Okay. Okay, then that comes to the conclusion of the calendar.
Your Honor, could you go over 22 with me again? Because I thought I thought it was 2750. Sir, please hold. I thought
Go back to what the position number, please.
22. Coral.
22. Okay. 22, 21, 22. Marquis Roger was a $25,000 surety bond. Oh, that's 23. Excuse me. Quarles. Quarles was a $2,000 surety bond.
Okay. Can you give me
reset to March 12th?
Can you give me the breakdown?
1,500 and 500.
Okay. Why I wrote 1250 and 750. Okay. You said 1,500 and 500. Okay. And I got one more question.
I may have said 1,250 and 750, but I like 1,500.
Yeah, I heard 1,250 and 750, so I was just making sure.
No, let's go with 1,500 and 500. They're such nice round numbers.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I got this one correct. There's one more, I think it's position 8. I have a question. Nope, 8 is a reset. Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. Heather Turton, if you want to unmute and start your video. TC, if you want to unmute and start your video. Okay, that was not the face I was expecting, but we'll go with that.
I apologize. I do apologize.
Put your
My
hair
name is
out of
Ty.
your... You need to stop walking.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, sir. How can I help you?
My name is Tyon Kane. I was the victim of Christopher Williams assaulting me outside of the marshals, and I wasn't advised that he would be released today. I thought I was coming to court and he would have a bond.
Christopher Williams.
Yes, ma'am.
Why was he going to be released today?
I was told that he was just having court. I wasn't. When I was talking to the victim advocate, she said that he was supposed to be having court and that he would get a bond today.
Okay,
I was not notified that he was released.
let me finish. Christopher Williams was released because he posted bond. He paid for his bond and he's released. The judge who gave him the warrant for his arrest also set a bond. So he paid for the bond and he's released, which is his constitutional right.
I understand that, ma'am, but when I talked to the victim advocate yesterday, she told me that he was supposed to go to court today and that he wasn't supposed to be released yesterday.
She is correct. So let me give you a little bit more information. Can somebody give me the release date for Mr. Williams, unless I get
Today, Your Honor.
Okay, let me see. So yesterday he was in jail on the bond, and then he went to Freedom Rings Bonding Company, and they posted his bond, so he was released today. So what the information you got yesterday was correct, and the information you received today is also updated and correct. Any other questions?
Yeah, I mean, because when I told her the thing yesterday, because he's an individual, he doesn't have a place to stay, and the incident where the altercation took place at is where I work at, and he stays in the area because he has vehicles, and he's kind of like a home. I don't want to say homeless person, but he doesn't have anywhere to stay, so he's gonna come into the area, and I have to work in that area, which I'm going to work today. So if I have to see him today, like that's what I'm saying, it's gonna be a situation because he's not an individual that's gonna be someone you can talk to and it's gonna be resolved like that. Hence why we had that altercation.
What would you like to do, Mr. TC?
Well, I was going to get a restraining order pressed against him. That's why I was caught off guard when you said that he was released today because I was.
Please approach the Fulton County Superior Court. They have jurisdiction to issue restraining orders.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Good luck. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anybody else? That other person left? Okay.
Judge, I have a question.
Yeah.
For position number 16, I thought you said a surety bond 2,500. Count 1, 1,000. Count 2, 1,000. And count 3, 500.
2,500 cash bond.
So it's cash, not surety, because I thought you said surety.
No, cash.
Thank you.
That's with Shagriria Smith, right? Yeah, this was the violation of the felony bond order. Yeah. Anything else?
And Ms. Evans Battle, that charge did go along with those felony charges. So I made sure on Mr. Gilliam that those 4 charges should have went together. So hopefully they catch it. Because it was the same incident date on 2/24. One just happened between 1 and 3, and then the stabbing of the officers or attempting stabbing happened from 2 to 3. So I'm not for sure why the jail broke that up, but I'm gonna call the supervisor over there and let them know that.
All right.
All right then, and I'll follow up as well.
Okay. Have we stopped the recording and live stream because we don't really need? the rest of the world to know this, unless they're just fascinated by this kind of. All right. Well, my husband is banned from laundry, but it's also